Welcome back, friends. Let's unravel the tangled web of the price of passion. Officer Hollis's world is turned upside down when a routine doctor's visit reveals he's always been infertile, leaving him reeling and questioning the paternity of his children. Meanwhile, at work, Hollis is called to the edge, literally, to talk down a man threatening to jump. Their tense exchange reveals Hollis's faith and family, while Gavin, the man on the roof, shares his own story. He once took in a homeless atheist, and their night together changed everything. Gavin hints at needing a favor, but Hollis insists he must face his own troubles. Gavin's tale unfolds further. He didn't choose to be on that rooftop, and he was meant to stay until noon, then jump. Recently, fate introduced him to Shaina, his captivating new neighbor, who soon appeared at his hotel seeking work. Desperate for a fresh start, Shaina is hired on the spot. That night, Gavin confides in his roommate, convinced that these strange events are more than mere coincidence. He jokes about his attraction to Shaina, reminding himself it's off-limits since she's married. Suddenly, Shaina and her husband Joe arrive, inviting Gavin and his roommate to dinner. The evening quickly sours. Joe pours wine only to announce they don't drink, then offers a prayer condemning two men living together. Offended and frustrated, Gavin storms out. Later, Gavin and his friend dissect the awkward dinner. The following day, Gavin invites Shaina to lunch, where she opens up about her painful past, her father's violence against her and her mother. Gavin comes to understand that Shaina's marriage is built on gratitude for her husband's rescue from that nightmare. Officer Hollis recalls returning home from the doctor and having a heated argument with his wife, demanding answers. Before work, Joe intercepts Gavin to apologize for the disastrous dinner, admitting he assumed Gavin was gay and warning that his friend is doomed unless he changes. Gavin fires back, declaring he believes in neither God nor hell. Joe, undeterred, asks to meet again, hoping to sway Gavin's beliefs. On the way to work, Gavin confides in Shaina about his own failed marriage, insisting that gratitude is not the same as love. Shaina teases him about his 2 years of singledom, but Gavin boldly suggests she spend a night with him for charity, calling her beautiful. He wants to leave a mark on her memory, so that in moments of marital strife, she'll think of him, and a fleeting thought could blossom into a powerful fantasy. This is how desire can slip into reality. Though Shaina believes nothing will come of it, a deep connection begins to form. Gavin apologizes for his forwardness. Left in solitude, Shaina finds Gavin unappealing. That night, Joe confronts Gavin, questioning his grudge against God in a world so beautiful. Gavin counters, seeing only war and disease, insisting that every believer, no matter their faith, knows who God is and should worship him, real or not. Their debate intensifies, evidence clashing with faith, until Shaina interrupts, suggesting Gavin should go home. The following day, Shaina invites Gavin for a walk and opens up about her past. At 18, she fell into addiction, spiraling until she could no longer afford her habit and ended up working for someone who exploited her. One night, she was sent to a man who assaulted her in a church, leaving her unconscious until morning. Crawling to the altar, she was discovered by Joe, who rushed her to the hospital and stayed by her side. Without Joe, she might not have survived. He was the first to see her worth and offer her protection. Gavin openly admires Shaina's strength and resilience and finds himself captivated by her beauty. Shaina, drawn to Gavin as well, urges him to keep his distance from her and her family. Respecting her wishes, Gavin steps back. 3 weeks later, Shaina seeks him out, sharing that Joe has helped her discover new joys and realize the world is vast and full of wonder. As they gaze at the night sky, Gavin muses about starlight traveling millions of years and the ancient world of dinosaurs. Officer Hollis learns that the children he is raising are his brothers. His wife says she did it. She loved her husband very much because she knew he desperately wanted a child, and she knew he was infertile. Hollis asks Gavin to continue the story any way he can. Shaina and Gavin begin a passionate affair, meeting wherever they can, at work, in hotels, even at Gavin's home. Their happiness is fleeting. When Joe discovers Shaina's betrayal, he nearly succumbs to rage, attempting to break into Gavin's house, but ultimately restrains himself and tries to mend his marriage. He proposes they move to Africa to volunteer together, but Shaina resists. Overhearing Shaina and Gavin, Joe learns Gavin wants her to leave her husband, but Shaina insists she needs time to prepare Joe for the truth. In time, it becomes clear that Joe's patience and faith offer him no solace, even as a minister. He confronts Gavin and confesses his own broken past. Once, he had a loving family, 2 children, a stable job, and a beautiful home. But he squandered it all through infidelity and drinking, losing everything he cherished. Gavin, too, lost his happiness. His family was shattered by a car accident that claimed his daughter. The tragedy left him questioning why he survived while his daughter did not, and his faith in God crumbled. Joe warns Gavin to stay away from Shaina, no matter the cost. Later, using Shaina's phone, Joe lures Gavin to the rooftop, suggesting he might find God there. He demands Gavin remain until midnight and then jump, threatening Shaina's life if he refuses. Officer Hollis, frustrated he did not intervene sooner, sends police to the scene after spotting a figure at the window. He pleads with Gavin not to obey Joe, but cannot sway him. The reasons people reach such desperate extremes remain a mystery. Gavin, convinced Joe has killed Shaina, leaps from the roof, asking Hollis to tell her he loved her deeply. It is hard to judge Gavin's choices, burdened as he is by the loss of his daughter and his own regrets. He found himself on the rooftop because of forbidden love. Joe, a man of faith, acts against his own teachings, driving Gavin into despair rather than offering peace. In the film's final moments, Officer Hollis returns home. Before dinner, he and his wife agree, they will no longer pray. He has forgiven her, but his faith in God is gone. So, that's our film review. Don't forget to like and comment. Your opinion is important to us.